What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video, we're going to be talking about the 2023 Ford Super Duty and how they achieved the 40,000 pound tow capacity for a gooseneck trailer. So without further ado, we're going to jump on to the video. As I said, the new Super Duty, the 23, can tow up to 40,000 pounds on a gooseneck trailer. From my understanding, the truck itself has to be 4x2 and has to be a regular cab to achieve the 40,000 pounds. So if anybody's in the market of buying one of these trucks and they're looking to tow that much weight, I think, if I'm not mistaken, like I said, double check, but I think that the crew cab is out of the equation for that. I own some Super Duty trucks. I have a 450 myself. I have a 250 as well. My 450 stays at my company. It's a platinum edition, but it stays at the job site, at my shop. But anyway, my 450 is a crew cab. It's 4-wheel drive. Now the reason my 450, if it was a 23, mine is a 22. If it was a 23, it probably wouldn't tow 40,000 pounds because I have the extra weight in the front because it's 4-wheel drive. I also have the extra weight because it's a crew cab. So like I said, that takes a lot away from the truck. So like I said, if anybody's out here looking for, the new Super Duty, and they want to tow that heavy like that, they may have, some small equipment, like, some smaller bulldozers, stuff like that. Some of those bulldozers are right around like the 40,000 pounds. 2 or 3 excavators, like the mini excavators, skid loaders, skid steers. Some of those, 2 of those can be right around 30,000 pounds. And so also, you got to look at the fine print. They may or may not be including the weight of the trailer as well. So when I'm towing with any of my trucks, I always factor in these things, okay? I always factor in the weight of the trailer. One of my trucks, I can bumper pull, I think, if I'm not mistaken, up to 18,000 pounds on a bumper pull. Now, my hitch is rated at 21,000 pounds, but the hitch is just rated at 21,000 pounds. I wouldn't load it at 21,000 because my truck is not rated for 21,000 pounds on a bumper pull. So the hitch that I chose, like I said, it's rated at 21,000. I liked that hitch, so I bought it. I didn't plan on loading it over 18,000 pounds because that's what the truck is requiring. So I factor in the weight of the trailer. I factor in the weight that's going on the trailer, and that's how I get my total combined weight, so I know what I'm hauling and that I'm not overloading my truck. So like I said, make sure you factor in those things. But like I was saying, as you can see here, they said Ford is announcing the capacity for its Super Duty truck lineup with the top spec F-450 able to haul 40,000 pounds with a gooseneck trailer. Okay. Ford also says the Super Duty has a payload rated up to 8,000 pounds. Now, that's pretty heavy for a payload for a truck. So, if somebody's just going to pick up something and they don't want to take a trailer, or they may not even have a trailer, if it would fit in the bed of the truck, you know, they can carry 8,000 pounds just on the bed of the truck. So that's pretty impressive. Um, the uh, the new high output 6.7 turbo diesel is putting out 500 horsepower, and it's putting out 500 horsepower, and it's putting out what looks like to be 1,200 foot-pounds of torque. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. That's a lot of torque. For anybody that knows about how torque works, you know, that's a lot of get up and go for that truck. I mean, especially when it's empty. You know, 1,200 foot-pounds of torque. You know, and when that thing's loaded, man, that thing's gonna get the load moving and pretty fast. 1,200 foot-pounds of torque. That's a lot of torque. My truck's making about 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, and my truck it's crazy, like off the line, like from a stoplight. It's just ridiculous fast. I mean, I can get 0 to 60 in no time, and I mean when I'm loaded, it just moves the load without a problem at all. So, like I said, that's 1,000 foot-pounds of torque for my trucks. And this right here has 200 foot-pounds of torque. That's a lot of torque. So that's pretty impressive numbers. Funny story. A couple weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, I was sitting at a stoplight, and I had my skid steer. It's a Caterpillar skid steer. I had that on my trailer. I was pulling my gooseneck trailer, so I had the skid steer on it. All together, I probably, with the trailer and the skid steer, I was probably had about maybe close to 20,000 pounds on the truck. And there was a 6.0 sitting beside me at the stoplight, and the lane that I was in, I was going to need to get over because that lane was going to become a turning lane. And so I was asking the guy, you know, could I get in, because there was so much traffic behind us. And so he was just listening to his music and really wasn't paying attention. So when the light went green, you know, I just jumped on the accelerator. I didn't jump on it super hard. I kind of eased on it. But he kind of went in on his kind of hard. And I wind up getting in front of him with the load that I had on, and he was empty. And like I said, he had a older model 6.0 turbo diesel. Mine is a newer model, so 22 6.7 turbo diesel. And like I said, he couldn't get in front of me, and I had a load and he was empty. So that just goes to show you how these trucks has evolved and the power that they're making. But I just wanted to share this information because there's a lot of people out there looking to buy these trucks, and you know, I'm in the market of buying another one, and I was looking around at a couple different, you know, diesel pickups. There's only really 3 out there. You know, everything kind of just brought me back to my Super Duties. I like I said, I own the F-450 and I have a 250. Both of them have the 6.7 turbo diesel engine, and everything just bring me right back to the Ford. They also have the 6.8 you know, V8 gas engine for the trucks as well, for somebody that just don't want the diesel power or don't need it, or may just can't even afford it. You know, there's people out there, you know, they may can't buy it. So they did an upgrade to the gas engine as well, for you guys that are you know, may be in the market for that. And like I said, the diesel engine, they did an upgrade to that. They made the high output, and that's bringing it to 500 horsepower, 1,200 foot-pounds of torque. And for anybody that don't know about torque, torque is really what's going to get the truck moving. Torque is what's going to give the truck, you know, the pulling power and etc. So that's what the torque is all about. A lot of people go crazy about horsepower, It's not really about the horsepower. If you look at like a lot of the big rigs and stuff like that, they don't make a lot of horsepower. They don't make a lot of horsepower at all. Their numbers make up for the torque. That's where they get all that power from, the torque. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. I do want to say this. I have a Instagram that I just started. It's a new page. It's called Ford 6.7 Turbo. And it's gonna be all about Ford trucks, diesel trucks, Ford diesel trucks. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and check that out. Make sure you hit the follow button. And like I said, the page is new. New YouTube will be coming soon as well for that particular subject. So stay tuned for that. And y'all make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. And make sure you like and share this video. Appreciate you guys watching.